Hey, I'm on the edge of my seat here, back again with another brand new video, and today is the third part of my God of War 2 walkthrough. However, I'm looking at my settings here and it's telling me that it's part 2, which that's definitely not what I want. Like, I could have sworn that I changed the title, but I guess I didn't. And here I'm going to attempt to edit the stream while the stream is happening, and it is not going well. Okay, so the change has been made. It's just that the setup for streaming has been utterly miserable. Like, I don't know what it is about HDMI splitters and capture cards that they don't want to record 1080p 60 FPS all the time. Like, they have to be kind of like bouncy with it. Sometimes they work, sometimes they make your entire system chug. So I thought maybe I'd use the older Elgato streaming thing, you know, like the recording device. Because right now I have the HD 60 plus, but I used to have an Elgato like just game capture, just HD, no 60, no plus, and I think my stream will be at 730 or like, you know, 1080p 30 FPS, but like whatever. At least they'll run more smooth, right? Except they ran worse than this one, which I'm using with an HDMI splitter for like PS3 footage. It's just like, But yeah, we're back, and to be fair, it has been a while since I've tried to do a God of War 2 stream. I got distracted by Guilty Gear Strive, and also school has started, so I don't have as much time as I used to before, but we're here, and I'm ready to just play some God of War and hope it before Yakuza Ishin comes out, or rather, technically, Like a Dragon Ishin, so on and so forth. Hopefully I remember how my save file systems here work, so let's get to it. So yeah, sorry about the quality, but I had to kind of put it at 720p 30 FPS, or else my system would crash and die in a horrible fire. So yeah, whenever I get around to like recording the next couple boss fights, I'm gonna have to try to find a way to record it at 1080p 60 FPS without the entire thing dying. Oh, we just go forward. Okay, this is an awesome visual right here, and I wish I had like my R1 dash from the first game, because we'd be dashing all across this chain, but I guess the game doesn't want you to do that. It kind of wants you to take in the beautiful vistas, which for now will be running at 720p 30 FPS. Oh yeah, let me know how my audio is. I kind of changed a few things, so I don't know if like my mic is too loud or if the game is too soft, so on and so forth. Like, I don't know, because like if I talk at a certain volume, the mic will be fine, but then I'll see that the levels are red. The stream is freaking out. So yeah, even at 720p 30 FPS, the stream is fucked completely. It's telling me that the stream's current bitrate is higher than the recommended bitrate, so I don't know if that means that I should change the bitrate of the stream in my Elgato system, or if I should do something else. But in order to change the bitrate, I have to like stop streaming and try to stream again. It gets complicated. Like, you know, it's running absolutely miserably. So I'm gonna get experimental here and like stop the stream, lower the bitrate, but like not stop the stream on YouTube. I mean like stop the stream low bandwidth. Wait, so you want more bandwidth? Okay, so my Elgato telling me that I need more bandwidth. Okay, I'm gonna Okay, I am back. Has it gotten better? The audio is cracking. Because, you know, like the contrast from like looking at gameplay on my TV and then looking at like my computer screen and seeing that everything has gone to shit. It's definitely a contrast. And okay, this looks like a boss fight arena. I'm definitely gonna fight like that one spear guy here. I do not have a strategy, but I have a will, and I'll find a way. Oh wait, no. I'm pretty sure we'll backtrack here and then we'll fight the guy. Oh yeah, will I play with cards on Ishin? I'll try them. As for whether I'll do no damage with the cards, I don't know, I guess it just depends on like how OP the cards are, or depending on the boss fight, because I'll definitely use cards for that one piece of shit gun boss fight in like the final long battle of the game, because like you pretty much have to like cheat that fight anyways in order to no damage it. So like using cards, using like maximum heat to do that one like red heat like move, there's no real difference with that specific boss fight, because that boss fight is just ass in general. As for COD Zombies, like I don't know, I've only really played like Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 COD Zombies, so I don't really have much experience with the other ones, but I like what I've played. Kind of sad that it's impossible to no damage, at least from what I know. You're gonna get hit eventually. Like, you know, you can survive a lot of rounds, and oh wow, okay. So the boss fight takes place on a very similar arena, but it's not the exact same arena. Okay.
The ghost of Sparta. Then what they say is true. Theseus. Of all the fools who try, you would be the last I would expect to seek an audience with the Sisters of Fate.
And you are the last one I would expect to become a servant of the Fates.
I serve and protect the Sisters.
Yeah, streaming zombies could be cool, though. I'd have to get like a setup for it, maybe. Because like I do have Black Ops on Steam, but I don't want to play Call of Duty Black Ops on like the Steam Deck. I don't know, it's a little too messed up. Though to be fair, with a game like Black Ops 1, it's not like it's the most highly graphically intensive game, so I could just set it up on my laptop. Though I haven't exactly tried streaming on the laptop, and okay, the bitrate thing, I did the exact opposite thing of what I was supposed to do. I'm probably gonna have to lower whatever that green setting. It's always the greens that like fuck me up. So once like the boss fight starts, I'm gonna like activate the pause screen and then try to fix this, because this stream is moving miserably. Alright, I am back. Is everything better now? Wait. Hold up. Okay, my audio's a little... Okay, my audio's hitting the red at the moment. Now. Okay, I'm trying to see how smoothly it moves into like my YouTube window. Okay, so right now there is no movement on my YouTube window. Oh, okay, so it's still not good. Okay. Like I lowered my live streaming like green setting, and I was hoping that would help out. And maybe it has, but I'm seeing like no movement on my window. Okay, that is really jaggy. Oh, it should be fine now. Okay, let's try the boss fight. Okay, so I can just block attacks like that, but I have to time it well. And I only timed it well that time, but then that time I get screwed over, so... Can I instantly parry attacks? That's what I'm wondering about, because I don't have the parry system yet. And okay, he just attacked me out of nowhere. Okay. Alright, so I can do that. Okay, so he has a 3-hit combo, but he also has that attack. You know, it's been a long time since I streamed, and like, it's just weird though, because like I'm in a place with better Wi-Fi, but my streaming is more messed up than the place which had worse Wi-Fi. So it's just like, you know, when I was trying to stream before, you know, like I was actually able to do like 1080p 60 FPS, and then like a week later I tried again and it's just utterly miserable. Okay, so at the beginning of this fight, he's always gonna like strike me. Okay, what worries me about this fight is that this is a really long fight. Like all the videos I see of it, it takes like 10 minutes to complete. So it's like I'm struggling right now. So I don't know how I'm able to keep this up for 10 minutes. And I'm also told that most of this fight is just fighting the Minotaurs. He just keeps summoning Minotaurs, and you'll do ice attacks from like his high up palace, and you just kind of have to deal with it. Because right now we have no magic, so... Oh, and he does those attacks, and I could have sworn I did that well. You know, I need to learn this guy's like patterns before trying to do like the bow glitch. So right now I'm gonna try to react to it with just the blocks and see how far I get. So sometimes he can just stab me and do like a little QT, and I'm not sure if I can avoid that QT just by blocking, or if he can just break through the block with that one specific attack. Oh, I guess he can. And I don't know, I could have sworn I was good at like doing that QTE with like the Medusas, but here it's just not working whatsoever. So I guess it's just a skill issue I'm gonna have to grind out. So whenever he does like, that little spinny move, he's gonna do like a one-hit combat. Oh! Okay, now he's super powered, so I don't know what that means. Does it just deal more damage, or is he gonna do some projectile moves? Who knows? Maybe I can get traumatized too. Let's see. I mean, I just spent like the last week or so playing Guilty Gear Strive and not playing this game, so I am not used to this combat whatsoever. But yeah, moving forward, I don't plan on doing anything more with Guilty Gear Strive. I'm actually planning on maybe learning Accent Core, which is what I'm told is a real fighting game. So I'm gonna see how that goes. Because I'm interested in trying to like no damage Order Souls story mode, and I am playing his story mode specifically because one, of the characters I've played so far, he seems like a fun one, and two, his story mode is one of the only story modes in the game which only have one path. Because I call the game Accent Core, but some people tell me that it's better to call the game R+, like Guilty Gear R+, like that's something which more people will recognize. So yeah, Guilty Gear R+, in the story mode, multiple characters have multiple paths, and you can like get through those paths by like, you know, certain win conditions. Okay, so that's like the first time I actually managed to like do that QTE there, and... Okay, so when he's activating his super mode, you can just kind of like abuse him there. Okay, so sometimes he'll just do that. Cool. Can I avoid it? And he can just instantly go into his melee attacks after doing that big QTE thing. That wasn't a QTE thing. That was like a... I don't know what to call that move when he summons the crystals. It has a certain name, but I'm just going to say that it's the sort of move which Ares did when you fought him before. So let's just say it's that move. You know, because like... Yeah, so... You know, you can like get a different ending in the story mode in Guilty Gear like R+ by, say, winning a fight with like an insta-kill like special move, or by winning the fight with like more than 50% of your health, like, you know, at the ready, or by, this is the hardest one, there's certain fights and certain endings that you can only get by never retrying the previous fights. Because, you know, when you lose a fight in the story mode, you can retry it, but in order to like get to certain fights, you have to get to that, you have to pretty much like never retry the previous fights. So you have to kind of like beat it without ever dying, like the entire thing before you get to that point. Wait, they read your inputs? Okay, see, when I'm told that those boss fights read your inputs, because I did fight like the hard Ino, like the Ino which like regenerates health and stuff that like shows up sometimes. I fought her, and like she's hard, but like there's ways to cheese her. It's not like I can cheese her with like every single character per se, but like with some characters like Mei, I found a way to kind of like slightly abuse her to like the point where I'm able to like get a win. So yeah, I didn't know they read inputs like in Mortal Kombat 2, and it's just because I found the game easier than Mortal Kombat 2 so far. Oh, okay, so you can do that. Okay. But yeah, if there's ways to like abuse those boss fights like reading your inputs, then I'll just use those abuse tactics. But yeah, like the issue with like Guilty Gear R Plus is that I'm not very good at it. Like, I don't mean with Strive, I mean, mind you, Strive is also like an easier game to get into and isn't like as mechanically punishing as R Plus. But, you know, I mean, I did get used to kind of a character in Strive to the point where I was able to be comfortable doing like a cheese tactic where I just constantly assault the enemy. But with R Plus, I'm not comfortable enough with like my approach in like that game's combat or with any of the combos and whatnot. So I don't even know like how I would abuse the enemies to like constantly knock them down and like never let them play the game, because like the way I found to no damage Guilty Gear Strive is to kind of like keep attacking them to the point where they can't fight back in like a computer sort of way. Because I mean, I'm sure players can find ways around like my tactic of constant aggression, but the computer usually doesn't. So if a boss fight can read your input, I guess I'll just have to do certain attacks where it doesn't matter if they read my input or not, they're still gonna get screwed over. Because I don't know, I feel like the input reading in like Mortal Kombat 2 is more punishing from like the little I've played of both games. Like, I know I've only played like 4 hours or so of like Guilty Gear Strive, no, Guilty Gear R+, while with Mortal Kombat 2 I've played at most an hour. I don't know what it is about this PS3 controller, but holding it is kind of straining my hands. Like, ugh. Okay, so the glowy effects on this dude's spear is like are kind of distracting me, I'm not gonna lie. So you can instantly go into attack mode from that attack. And okay, that is the first time one of his big crystals actually hit me. Okay. But yeah, but before I do any of that like Guilty Gear R+ no damage, if it's even possible stuff, I want to like finish the God of War 2 stuff. And I definitely want to finish the God of War 2 stuff before Like a Dragon Ishin comes out, because once Like a Dragon Ishin comes out, I'm going to focus on streaming that game. It's going to be like the first Yakuza game which I try to like stream on release. Just, I've never done that, and considering how much of a Yakuza channel I am, I might as well, you know, get on that. And I've found a way to stream from the Steam Deck, so, you know, streaming from the Steam Deck isn't going to be any issue. Alright, here we go. Blah! I feel like there's probably some easy way to like beat this fight. It's just that this dude has so much health. And God of War 2 is like the first game where they decided, you know what, we're going to get rid of the health bars. And then like God of War 4, like the reboot one, is like, you know, they lied to you. We're bringing the health bars back, and they did bring them back. But now God of War reboot has kind of like a more modern style to like its UI, where everything's like really shiny and stuff. Which like I don't necessarily hate. But, you know, like, you got God of War, these old ones, where, like, the style is, you got, like, you know, your health bar is your weapon. Oh, wait, I have Titan mode, though. To be fair, I think I probably want to save my Titan mode for later on, not for, like, these beginning phases, because this is just the beginning. So I'm going to have to try to beat this guy without taking damage, but I also kind of want to learn if there's a way to beat this guy stylishly. I mean, I'm sure abusing like the bow glitch is a stylish way to do it, but I'm just wondering if there's like anything else I can do. Okay, I'm not doing too bad right now. No! Do I even take that much damage from failing that QT? I mean, okay, so like when the Minotaurs spawn, I can definitely get some health from them. Worst case scenario, I just have to get past this phase right here. And I'm assuming this is one of those fights which has checkpoints between phases. Like in God of War 3, where like, you know, since the boss fight is so long, I'm sure like the middle of it. And oh, just I have to do that. Oh, oops, and he actually shoots things. Okay, cool. Does he ever stop? That's what I'm wondering about. Do I have to get in my shots in between his shots? Oh. Does he shoot me while the Minotaurs try to attack me? Okay, I forgot my strategy for the Minotaur since it's been so long. Oh, they can get me from there. And oh, he can do the crystals. The crystals, cool. Certain strategy like defeating these Minotaurs that I have forgotten about. Maybe it's just go Titan mode. Oh wait, going Titan mode makes me lose a ton of health. Okay, so that doesn't work. Yeah, I didn't actually know the name of this boss fight, but yeah, his boss fight name is Theseus. Anyways, I'm gonna test out if my mute works. Okay, yeah, my mute works. So that's cool. No, we're starting from the beginning. So if this boss fight has a checkpoint, it's definitely not there. But, you know, I've forgotten how to, like, defeat the Minotaurs. Like, I had a way, and now that way is... Oh, it was collision. Though I forgot exactly what collision I was relying on. Oh, yeah, no, usually the collision worked because there were, like, weaker enemies to throw at the Minotaurs. But now there is none. So I just have to kind of fight the Minotaurs one-on-one. But there's two of them. You know, like the QTEs here are harder than with like the Medusas. I swear, like with the Medusas, it's like easier. Maybe because like with the Medusas, you have to do like the full circle, and I'm used to doing the full circle. But this guy doesn't even require you to do the full circle. So when I try to do the full circle, I guess it like takes too long, and he just screws me over. Yeah, no, like it just keeps screwing me over. Like, stop doing that. Okay, so you've missed my stream running like complete ass, and to be fair, I'm pretty sure the stream is still running like ass. At least it is running like ass in like my display screen. I talked a bit about Guilty Gear R+. I mentioned that I would probably be streaming Like a Dragon Ishin, and also you've missed me complaining about my Elgato situation, just because like I don't know what it is about like my Elgato like 60 plus and an HDMI splitter, but it's very inconsistent about whether or not it wants to stream 1080p 60 FPS, and this time it absolutely doesn't, so I had to lower my quality to 720p 30 FPS, so that's why the stream looks like this. And we're fighting this guy, Theseus, if that's how you pronounce his name. I forgot exactly what sort of Greek hero he is, but we are fighting him now, and I'm gonna stick to this combo because this combo seems pretty safe. I'll try to get a little more stylish in future attempts, as in my actual no damage attempt. And here I'm actually wondering, see, that's like a good time to go ham on the guy, because he's like completely vulnerable, I guess, when he's like unleashing his weapon. See, that's what I don't like about having a health bar, because I don't know what damages this guy. You know, like, does he actually take any damage when he's like switching between weapons? Like, you know, he has the blood splatter effect, so I'm assuming he does, but does he take damage? And and he's... Oh, so this attack doesn't seem so bad as long as you position yourself well. And also, not sure if I mentioned it before or if you've caught mention of it, but holding the PS3 controller is kind of straining my hands. It's not exactly like I have the most comfortable stream setup. It's pretty low rent, and okay, here we go. So we're moving on. Okay, so that combo is pretty good. You know, it's safe. It keeps me like well adjusted, and now I just have to avoid his balls of magic. Is there a better way to avoid the balls of magic? What if I'm really close to the door? Can he get me there? Okay, if I get really close to the door, he just decides, you know what? I'm going to shoot the crystals at you. Is he going to do it again? Yes, he does. And I did not do my full combo. Oopsies. I just got a bunch of damage dealt at me. I don't like that. And that axe has quite a bit of range. Yeah, no, like, boss checkpoints do kind of ruin the satisfaction. That's also something which I didn't like in Bayonetta 1 and 2. Like, Bayonetta 1 and 2 had really massive boss fights, and they would also add in checkpoints, which, to be fair, I was not good at those games. So, like, they did help me, but for no damage, it would be annoying. Because it's like, if I'm going to be no damaging these games, I'm going to be doing the whole boss fight, you know? Like, I'm not going to be taking any shortcuts. Like, I'm going to do the whole thing. I'm not going to no damage one part and then no damage the other part. No, I'm doing the whole thing. So the checkpoints kind of ruin it. I actually wonder if the higher difficulties of Bayonetta 1 and 2 get rid of the checkpoints or not. Because I do know that the highest difficulty in Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2 gets rid of your witch time, which is insane, because I thought, like, you know, the whole game was centered around witch time, but no. The whole game is actually centered on good combat. And it's not like the witch time makes it bad combat, it's just that, you know, it is like a helping hand. A helping hand which gets brutally taken away from you on those higher difficulties, which, by the way, I have not played. I just know that they exist, but I haven't played those higher difficulties. Yeah, so if anyone has any good strategies for the Minotaurs, please tell me, because I forgot about them. Wait, maybe I could abuse my bow tech against the Minotaurs. Though I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I do want to do that. Man, I hate that QT attack. Oh, and there we go. There we go. Wait, is it even important to defeat the Minotaurs? Yeah, it is. I'm assuming defeating the Minotaurs gives you more magic and whatnot. But man, the Minotaurs just deal so much damage. It's going to be a pain in the ass. Oh wait, hold up. If I have no magic, I can't use like the bow iframes thing. That's messed up. And okay, so he can shoot magic at you while you're fighting the Minotaurs and whatnot. And there's also that. And he shoots 2 of them. So yeah, I'm just kind of screwed right now. Oh, he shoots 3 of them. Okay. Yeah, no, this boss fight so far is... Will I no damage Ishin on hard or legend? This time I'm going to do legend. I've already done hard, so this time I'm going to try legend. And I know that the legend difficulty will make that final long battle the most painful thing in my life. But I got to do it. You know, I already did hard. It's time to kind of level up here and do legend. And to be fair, like, it is the same game, but it's also not the same game because they made a few changes here and there. But you know what? We're doing legend. Like, I don't want to go back to doing games on hard. I think that's like a convention of the past, and this time I'm going to, like, you know, get real and do the games on legend. Like, the stream will be on hard just because, like, you can't unlock legend difficulty at the beginning unless you buy some DLC, which is, like, really? Buying DLC to unlock harder difficulties? Like, get real. Like, I'm just glad that, like, the Western versions of Yakuza games allow you to, like, access harder difficulties. Even if it was DLC in Japan that you had to pay for, at least in the West, you don't have to do that. And I barely moved the stick, and it did the QTE. It's just like, man, I hate those stick QTEs. Like, they don't account for the fact if you have controller drift or not. Like, if God of War, if these classic God of Wars were on the Switch, you know, like, ugh. Alright, will this land? I think it did. And here we go. I got a decent amount of health, but on this difficulty and against the sort of enemies I have to fight, it doesn't really matter much. Is there a better way to dodge these attacks? Oh, wait, can I iframe them? I can. Okay, should I... Okay, so it seems like the bow only locks on to the guy up there instead of, like, these Minotaurs. And oops! Okay, these ice crystals have been decently easy to dodge, which I like. And oh! Like, I don't know, it seems like those ice crystals are the sort of attacks that would get me, but they have not been getting me, which I like quite a bit. Oh, and the ice crystals can also hit the Minotaurs, which is very nice. But yeah, no, if I have 0 magic, the bow iframe thing will not work, because if you have 0 magic, you can't even summon the bow. So if you can't summon the bow, you can't summon the way to survive. Okay, so will killing these Minotaurs give me health, or will they give me magic? Let's see. They give me... Oh, they only give me magic. Oh, okay. I see how it is. I mean, that's cool that it gives me magic, but... Do I like the God of War QTEs? They're alright, I guess. You know, they're like classic QTEs. And okay, so the only reason I have to kill the Minotaurs is to get more magic to shoot at this guy. But I really shouldn't be like not shooting at this guy if I have magic. So if I have magic, I constantly have to shoot this guy. And hey, stop doing that. I have to keep shooting this guy until I run out of magic. And once I run out of magic, that's when I fight the Minotaurs. I don't want to fight the Minotaurs. Okay, so now it locks onto the Minotaurs. Stop. Stop. Oh, come on. That's like the one time the crystals actually get me. Get real. Do I think they'll add more? I hope they don't add more. I have been spoiled on the final boss fights of like the reboot God of War games. And those do have QTEs, and those QTEs are pretty cool. In fact, they're kind of the same, you know, like the setup of them. But I don't want more, because, I don't know, I mean, QTEs, you know, it's like alright, but I prefer the games without the QTEs. Even though some of my favorite games do have QTEs, like Resident Evil 4, like the Wii edition, is one of my all-time favorite games. It has QTEs, and they suck. And I'm glad they're getting rid of them in the remake. I'm not sure if the remake's going to be better than the OG, because the OG is like one of the best games ever, but it is nice that they're getting rid of them. In fact, I'm told that like that one knife fight, which was like completely a QTE thing in the original game, will actually be like an actual fight, which is a big improvement. Okay, so yeah, if there are checkpoints in this fight, they are not close. So maybe it'll be more like the... Will I? Oh, come on. I totally did the movement for that. Get real. Okay, so this combo is safe, except when he's doing the crystals. Because when he's doing the crystals, I don't know, like the timing is just a little bit wrong. So he kind of gets like a hit in there. But during this part, he doesn't get hits in. I can just kind of like block it. Okay, so not... Okay, so like, this is fine. Doing this is fine. And then I can block his attacks. Okay, so it does land decently well. I think this is just why I don't like God of War combat as much as something like Devil May Cry, because, you know, a 1v1 fight in Devil May Cry is like the hypest thing ever, but like a one-on-one fight in like God of War is just kind of like, you know, you get in like 2 or 3 hits, and then the enemy blocks your attack, and then it's over, and it's like, I don't care. Oh, I can just iframe them. I forgot about the iframes. Oh, and then I got a little too obsessed with shooting, so the iframes stopped mattering. Man, I love iframes. And now I have to kill these Minotaurs for magic. Oh, wait, but I can't completely deplete my magic. I have to kill the Minotaurs first to get more magic, because I don't want to lose my iframes. And are you kidding me? I get, like, stomped on the ground and then the crystal kills me? Like, come on. See, no, but see, God of War 3 kind of improved the combat, though. Like, Hades is a sick-ass fight because he actually lets you hit him. You know, like... Mind you, I haven't fought Zeus in God of War 2 yet. I'm sure, like, that fight will be sick. You know, like, I mean, the thing I like about fighting 1v1, like, Hades, is that he actually lets you, like, hit him. You know, he's such a big guy that he doesn't need to block your attacks. So you could do, like, insane combos on him if you're, like, constantly persistent. It feels like a really intense fight. So you're just constantly fighting him one-on-one. Like, Hades is probably my favorite boss fight in any of the God of War games. But he doesn't really represent all the 1v1 fights, because, like, fighting Hercules... That guy's just annoying, you know, you like hit him once or twice and he like grabs you, or he like does an attack you can't block, and it's just like, you can't really parry Hercules, you have to like dodge all his attacks, and it's just like, And like, yeah, if you do one of those like, you know, hardcore try-hard combos on him, yeah, you could probably do some cool stuff on Hercules, but it's just like, But like, you know, Hades and Zeus, I will agree with you, they're sick. And Ares in the first game is also pretty sick. I mean, he's a little gimmicky in like his later phases, but you know what? For like a final boss fight, he's pretty dope. But it's just that this dude, you know, you just kind of, it's a blocking game. You know, it's like boom, boom, block. And maybe there's a cooler way to do this, and especially if you get more upgrades and all that. But maybe if you do a little New Game Plus run of this game, though I don't plan on doing New Game Plus. I plan on doing New Game, like I've done with like God of War 1 and God of War 3. You know, might as well just keep the tradition, especially since I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. I might as well show off how you can like no damage these fights on New Game. And like, it's not like I'm gonna be doing no upgrades. I will be getting upgrades, but at least it'll be New Game, right? And come on, come on, come! I totally did that movement though. It's like, ah man, hate that QTE. So to be fair, it's been a while since I've played on a PS3 controller. I spent like the last couple weeks playing on the Steam Deck, if you can believe it. Yes, all my like fighting game Guilty Gear stuff is done primarily on the Steam Deck controller itself, which I should probably stop doing because if I keep mashing those inputs, I'm gonna break my Steam Deck controller. But it's like the one I'm most comfortable with right now. I am somewhat interested in like getting a sort of fighting pad of some sorts, but I don't know if I really want to do the joystick. I don't know if I'm really comfortable with the joystick. Okay, can I block the attack? Okay, instead of you know, trying to attack me, he instead did that. And okay, now I got a little bit too excited, and he was able to land an attack, and now I have low health for the next parts, which does suck, but oh well. So now I actually have to time my iframes well. Okay, when is he going to attack me? Oh, he's doing it fast now. Oh god. It's not like this is not like the most tight timing, which is and he's doing it again. Now he's doing it slow, which is messing me up. Oh, and they're doing it again. What is he gonna do? Oh, he's shooting projectiles. Hate that. And I can't wait. You can't block the projectiles? Yeah, I have not played Hi-Fi Rush yet, but it is one which I want to play because that game looks sick. Like, it looks right up my alley. Like, you know, it's just like, hey, do you like music syncs? Here's a game where all the music syncs to the fight. You know, it's such a great concept. And it's like kind of insane that they just kind of shadow dropped it out of nowhere, and it's like, yeah, here's this awesome game. It's out. And like, I do wish more games would release like that. Like, yeah, it may not be the most healthy way to release some games. You know, like some games may get zero recognition if you release them that way. But like, I prefer it over, you know, having a game announced and then having to wait like 7 years for it to come out. And like, you know, the hype cycle, like, you know, it hypes you up, and then like if it's not like the greatest game ever, it ends up being like disappointing. If a game just gets shadow dropped, and you know, it's like, all right, I guess I'll try this out. Like, you know, it doesn't give you that much time to build up hype. So you just kind of go in, and even if the game isn't that good, you'll still like it because it's like, hey, I just learned about this yesterday, you know, like whatever. Instead of, hey, I learned about this 7 years and I've been waiting with bated breath. Because, you know, if the game's bad, then it like really sinks in, like, wow, what have I been waiting for all this time? Like, what have I been wasting like my thoughts with these past 7 years? Okay, so I can iframe these things, but it's uncomfortable for me, so instead I'm just going to dodge them. Like, is he even taking damage at this point? Like, that's what I don't like about these, like, non-health bar situations, because, like, when do boss fights take damage? Because, I mean, sometimes boss fights are designed in a way where they're, like, if they're transitioning between a phase, they don't take damage. Like, you know, take those moments in Judgment where, like, a boss fight has to do a QTE. Like, they won't take damage, you know, until they, like, do their QTE thing. Like, does God of War 2 here work the same way? And here the crystals are random, okay. You gotta hate it. You got to hate it. Okay, so if I keep my distance from the Minotaur, I can land attacks. That's cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that was not good. And, man, I hate this game. Hell of a way to return to God of War 2, I'll say that much. Here we go. We're gonna get more magic. All right, crystals! And he's throwing projectiles. Okay. And he's charging. Come on, come on. Oh, there we go. Boom! Very nice. Oh yeah, I recently saw a film. I saw the movie Knock at the Cabin, and it was good. Like, I don't know, I think my favorite thing about it is that it looks amazing. Like visually, like it's so well framed and like edited and directed, like, you know, and it is a pretty small scale movie. Like it kind of takes place in one location mostly, but like he directed the hell out of it to the point where like you're not even visually like bored, or like it's not just that it looks pretty, is that it works for like telling the story. Like he tells like this story in like the most engaging way possible, with like the way he frames it, edits it and all that. Like just it's some real good stuff. But the thing which kind of ruins it for me is the ending just kind of sucks. I don't know. Just like with how interesting the concept is, the ending is just kind of like a buzzkill. And I'm told that, like, you know, it changed the ending from the book, and then I read what the ending in the book is, and yeah, I prefer the book ending. And it's just kind of like, why? I don't know. Okay, does that attack change in any substantial way? And, oh, I have some Titan meter. I can use some Titan meter to kind of speed things up. Like, I can't exactly power through everything, but I can at the very least. And oh, crystals. I hate the crystals. Okay, so I'm gonna get some magic here. Very nice. But yeah, Knock at the Cabin's pretty good though. Dave, my man Dave, was really good in it. Highly recommend. And the film is also still kind of cheesy. Like, I don't know what it is with M. Night Shyamalan, but he likes writing cheesy dialogue. I'm just glad that the movie isn't as bad as like Old. I did not like Old. I know that Old has some fans. Some people are fans of the movie Old, but I didn't like it. Like, you know, it did have some cool sequences in it, but it just, for the most part, wasn't very good. So yeah. I don't know, when it comes to like M. Night Shyamalan, I've seen the film, I've seen like his first two movies, like Unbreakable, The Sixth Sense. I need to see Signs, because people are mixed on Signs. I've seen the movie Split, which was like okay. I've seen the movie The Visit, which may be like my least favorite of his. Well, okay, Avatar's worse, but like The Visit was just kind of obnoxious. I did not like that movie whatsoever. Like, people were like, "Oh, M. Night Shyamalan's back," and it's just like, man, is he though? Okay, so yeah, this fight may haunt my nightmares. In fact, this whole stream may just be dedicated to this fight. I just know that no damaging this fight is gonna be a pain. It's like one of those endurance test fights. Like, I don't know, when I returned to like God of War 1, I was just kind of happy that the fights weren't as hard as God of War 3's fights, because I think the thing which makes God of War like 3's fights so hard is that they're an endurance test. They just take a long ass time to beat. And it seems like God of War 2 is the one that kind of started those style of fights, because here we are, and this guy's gonna, and I might as well just give up now since I have like 0 health, because like if you fuck up in this first phase, the rest of the phases are just gonna be miserable. And okay, block. Block. Okay, I'm just not going to press the control stick for this beginning part until I have to run after him and just see how that goes. Just gonna square, square, triangle, block. Square, square, triangle, block. Square, square, triangle, block. Like, this game doesn't have a lock on, but it does have a soft lock on from my knowledge, you know, like... You don't need to really like direct your attacks, because I'm not. I'm just hitting him, and okay. Now I'm gonna have to actually use the control stick, and things are gonna get a little more difficult. Okay, square, square, block. No, square, square, triangle, block. Square, square, triangle, block. And to be fair, since this game is only on one console right now, I guess saying square, square, triangle makes sense. But when you're playing a fighting game, most fighting games tend to be on multiple consoles, and multiple consoles have different like face buttons. So saying that doesn't really work. So instead, you have to kind of say punch, slash, heavy slash, kick. You have to like specify, is it a punch, is it a slash, is it a kick? Because those buttons can be remapped. So here we go. Like, we have a light, light, heavy, block. Light, light, heavy, block. I'm learning like notation here. Wait a minute. Like, okay, weird comment about this setting, but this is a really like bright and like cheery setting. I don't know, just like I'm thinking about like the fights in God of War 1. You know, you had the Hydra. You know, it's like very dark, very green. Then you had I forgot the name of the second one, Pandora's Guardian. You know, it's like very dark, very orange, red, fire, hell. And then you have the final boss fight, which takes place at night, you know, like, you know, dark waters and all that. But then here we have this fight, you know, it's like so bright and cheery, like the sun is glaring. It's like so glaring, you know, you have this guy with like a blue bright weapon. And to be fair, we are fighting like a hero of Greece from what I remember. So this is not a bad guy. It's just that, like, we're the villain, you know, we're red and all that. So we are fighting like a hero, you know, a hero is supposed to like bring comfort to the people. So he's not going to be wearing intimidating colors. He's not going to fight in like an intimidating area, you know. So, because I mean, God of War 2, there's kind of like play into the idea that you're more of a villain now. I think God of War 3 just kind of goes full throttle with it. And to be fair, it kind of goes both ways because, you know, you are a villain. However, the people you're fighting, at least some of them, are more villainous than you. You know, like Zeus is fucked up in this game. Because of a thing they mentioned, they like explained in the third one, so on and so forth. So like, you know, you're fucked up, but you're also kind of justified on some level for what you're doing. And also like all the chanting and stuff, like, you know, all those like epic boss fight themes, most of them are just like about you. They're not about the boss fight. And okay, I'm playing terribly. Because I want to incorporate like the Titan mode somehow because it will speed things up, but I just don't know how to do it without getting hit. Like, I don't know what combo to rely on. And here I'm just completely screwed. Ooh, juggles. I can maybe do some juggles, though I don't know exactly how to get that working. And that was a weird hitbox, okay. Well, back at it again. I think all this practice will help me like get better at no damaging this guy for later on when I actually am able to record him at 1080p, 60 FPS. But there has to be a way to like use the iframes with the bow against the Minotaurs. I don't know how. Like, I mean, this combo here kind of gets me through this part decently fast. And, okay. I got a little too zealous there. I had to be a little more conservative with my strategy. Have I played Nordic games? If you mean the reboot God of War games, no, I have not. Still have to play those. I might try to play through God of War 1 on the Steam Deck just for convenience, you know. It would just be sick to have that game on the go. And to be fair, it's not exactly like I'm playing the Steam Deck on the go. I'm just very comfortable with the system, and like recording footage on it is also very comfortable. So I could just play on there. But to be fair, it's not going to look the best. Like, I'd probably get better footage if I just played it on the PS5. But playing it on the PS5, I won't be able to play it as much. So, see, like when I was hitting him there, the combo meter didn't go up. So is he actually taking damage or not? I don't know. This fight isn't so bad. It's just that like the approach, which I know about, is just kind of simple. I mean, like this beginning part isn't so bad, but once we start getting to the Minotaurs, it does get kind of bad because, you know, we're just fighting the Minotaurs, and I don't know the exact way to get good at fighting the Minotaurs. And he's just kind of like being a bitch and shooting projectiles at you from all the way high up here. And the projectiles are sometimes fast, or sometimes slow. Sometimes he shoots 3 of them all at once, so on and so forth. But yeah, no, I'm doing God of War 2 here just because I've done a God of War 1 no damage, I've done a God of War 3 no damage. So to kind of round out the old trilogy, I'm going to do 2. Oh, come on, how did that hit me? Like, come on, I dodged. Why does my dodge not have iframes? So like, those projectiles, like sometimes they hit me, sometimes they don't. Their hit detection isn't the best. And oh, I dodged. You know, I dodged. Oh, come on. Ah. Okay. At least this guy's simple, you know, I can just block everything he does. Except for like the crystals, but the crystals, the way they're spaced out, they never tend to hit me. So I don't have to worry about them too much. See, like, what I'm worried about God of War 2 is that it's definitely going to take me a long time to no damage because, like God of War 3, it just has some of those fights which might just take me like a few days. While with God of War 1, all its boss fights only took me like a few hours. And also God of War 1 only has 3 boss fights. This game has like 9. So, like, their difficulty will vary. But, like, a lot of them will take me a while. Like, is there a certain, like, place I can just kind of camp out at where these things won't hit me? Because that would help a lot. Okay, so the bow does not help me with that. Oh, okay. That was almost a fail. But it was very close. Okay, where are the crystals going to come from? Oh, okay. And also enemies can attack other enemies. Very nice. I do like that quite a bit. Oh, come on. That was practically off screen. Why did that have to hit me? And okay, he's just doing the crystal attacks over and over. Oh, Yakuza 7 is definitely worth playing. Like its combat system could use some work, but it is still like a Yakuza game. You know, it has a great open world, like it has a lot of great sub-activities. And it's like, you know, like the Yakuza games really focus heavily on their narrative, and Yakuza 7 has one of the most like compelling casts and characters, so it's definitely worth checking out. Like, don't miss out on it, because then you're gonna miss out on all future games and whatnot. Like, Ichiban's a great protagonist. You should play it like solely for him. Though, if you're gonna try the RPG Yakuza, you might as well like play all the other beat 'em up Yakuzas first, you know. Go through the whole journey of 1 through 6, because 7 does follow chronologically. Yeah, it is a different cast, it is a bit of a different story, but it is still chronologically the next installment. It is still 7, even though the US wanted to ignore that to sell more games. So yeah. Play through 1 through 6, and then play 7. Okay, so that deals quite a bit of damage. Yeah, oh, okay. I am... Man, these blocks. Alright, nice then. I guess 7 is the next one to go with. I mean, you could also just pick up Ishin and maybe do 7 later, but yeah, 7 is definitely worth it. It also has, like, one of the best open worlds. I mean, like, the second Judgment game also has it, but I think Yakuza 7 makes better use of, like, the new hub world. So, yeah, definitely check it out. It's also got some killer music, and, you know, it'd be a shame to miss out on that music. Like, yeah, if you want to do, like, skillful, no-damage runs, yeah, Yakuza 7 probably isn't the game for you, but, like, it's still a fun game. Like, when it comes to turn-based RPGs, it's a pretty cool one. It may not be, like, the best one in terms of combat, but in terms of, like, side content, I think it does have some of the best stuff. just because it does adopt the Yakuza formula. Like the Yakuza formula of like the way it handles side missions and like side content and all that, I think really does fit a turn-based RPG like really well. And I got hit. I hate that. And the crystal actually hit me this time. The hit detection decided to work. Alright, mods. Put them in timeout. And by mods, that's me. You've been timed out for 300 seconds. Wait, what? Why is it specifically 300 seconds? What a puny timeout. I thought it'd be for like... A better timeout would be like 300 minutes. Like, what the fuck sort of timeout is 300 seconds? That's not even a slap on the wrist. Like, get real. I learn something new every day about streaming. Yeah, you know, like the combo hitter doesn't go up, so is there even any point to attacking him when he's like in that state? Like that would help me if I actually knew concretely if I'm actually dealing any damage or not. It's just so annoying. Oh, first time he decides to do one of those attacks just out of nowhere. Hate this guy. Okay, so I'm assuming that attack is actually avoidable since every time I've blocked his attacks, he hasn't hit me with it. And okay, so now he decides to run away. Oh, it's because he's going to his next phase. Cool. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, I mean, I can't tolerate these jokes because those jokes will take my money away. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna stand for that. Like, haha, very funny. This isn't 2004 anymore, alright? From what I understand, iFunny is not a dominant platform anymore, okay? Like, fuck off. Like, does iFunny have any, like, cultural relevance whatsoever? Because I swear, like, the only time it had cultural relevance was, like, in 2016. You know, like, the people making, like, regular show, like, voice memes or whatever, like, they're still doing it, but they don't hit the same as the ones made in, like, 2016 or whatever the hell, at least from what I understand. And most of those just get reposted to Twitter anyways, so like I can't think of any new iFunny content that like has as much cultural relevance as the regular show voiceover memes. I mean, there's like the people, I guess there's like the iFunny users that have killed people. I guess those guys have some cultural relevance. They fucking killed someone. Though like I don't even think that many people know about that. So, like, fuck it. See, like, those ice crystals, whenever they make, like, the Minotaur juggle, that's really useful, but they don't always do it. Though, to be fair, I guess, wait, where was I going with that? It'd have to be on my... It's my job to position the enemies so that they can actually be juggled. Wait, I can't block, like, the magic attacks he shoots out at me? Oh, man. I mean, if I'm doing this on Twitch, I mean, I did react pretty quickly to that. So, though to be fair, if I actually have a popular stream going on, I guess like 10 people could be doing that. And for me to individually like ban those 10 people from my chat would not be possible, especially if I'm like really focused in a fight. So, yeah, I guess that would kind of fuck me over. And I guess at that point I would need moderators. I would have to call upon my mods to like crush his skull or something. And oh, okay, I'm getting somewhere? Oh, but he's like mad now, so he's gonna be more aggressive, and it's gonna fuck up my chances of defeating the Minotaurs. Okay. Is he just gonna constantly be shooting projectiles? Is that what's gonna happen now? Because that would suck. Oh, okay. Nice. Ooh, some jump back. I like that. No! Oh, he had the circle over his head. Come on. Ah. Okay, I took damage, so I'm just gonna let myself die. Like, I don't know, if I'm gonna continue streaming, maybe at some point I should add the option for like face cam, just like with all the other popular formats. Actually get like a stream setup, you know, where like this game is like in a cube and then like there's a bunch of, you know, visual information on the side, like comments and whatnot. Like, I don't know how to do any of that, but one day I'll learn. But for this God of War 2 walkthrough, I probably won't be doing that. I'm just gonna keep it chill, just kind of record the game at 720p 30 FPS. But when I get more complicated, I'll get more complicated. Oop. That was not the best thing to do. And the crystal actually hit me. Fuck off. Alright, will I be able to block the next attack? Okay, thankfully I was able to. Will I be able to block the next attack? Yes, I can. Very nice. So it's just sometimes I'm not sure if I can, or if I'll have enough time to. And will the crystal get me? What the fuck? That was a joke. It actually got me. Fuck off. So I probably should have gotten the health chest before entering this area. In fact, maybe I should just quit the game and like actually get the health chest. I mean, it won't make that much difference. It's not like I had that much health. It's like a small nipple. But to be fair, with this difficulty and with the amount of damage this guy gives out, maybe that nipple could like be the death saving throw. That is a D&D reference. It's a game which you play with dice. This game, however, you don't play it with dice. You play with a PS3 controller. Though on the original console, it would be a PS2 controller. And technically, given to some weird hardware design of the PS3, you could also play this game, this like PS3 HD collection, with a PS5 controller. Because the PS5 controller, the way it's designed, it's kind of designed as like a standard Bluetooth controller. So if you just plug it in, it'll just recognize it as like some Bluetooth gamepad. What the fuck just happened there? Like, what just happened? Like, my game just kind of like went in reverse for like 2 seconds. That was weird. Maybe I'm just hallucinating. It tends to happen. Alright, like, I've done harder things in this fight, okay? So even if this takes me like the next 2 hours, I'm gonna do it. And that was a bad time to do my combo. And oh, okay. Oh, what the fuck? They just comboed me. Ah. No. We're gonna quit. We're gonna get that health chest. The remastered Yakuza 4 experience. is that I could have sworn there was an easier way to handle like this enemy, which I've completely forgotten about. Oh, restarting from this point means I have to walk across the chain again. So we're doing that. But yeah, no, I would like to finish this in like the next hour or so. I don't want to spend 3 hours on this fight. I would like to finish this up quick. Especially since I actually want to beat this game in a reasonable time period. But considering... Wait, no grabbing mid-air? Well, I didn't know you could like do that with the Minotaurs. Like, can you do that with the Minotaurs? Because that would definitely help. Like, juggle and just constantly grab them. It can be attempted. I just didn't know it was possible. So yeah, no, I'm not going to make the same mistake again. I will get this health chest. As for magic, I'm already full on magic and it replenishes anyway, so I move on. I learned a fun fact about a game I have not played, Dragon Age Inquisition. Apparently, you can get a horse in that game, and the horse, you can like sprint with it, but the sprinting speed is actually slower than the jogging speed with the horse. The animations make it look like it's faster, but it actually is not faster. And I don't know why they did that, but it is a funny little fun fact. As for Dark Souls games, I've played the second one and Bloodborne, and I really like the both of them. I do want to go back and beat the first one, the third one, Sekiro, and Elden Ring and all that. Very hard games, but they're very rewarding once you really get into them. And I definitely want to go around and like try to no damage the boss fights in Bloodborne. It's just that what worries me is that that game constantly auto-saves your progress, so there are no like save files in Bloodborne, right? So if you're fighting a boss fight and then like you get to a point where you're about to like deal the final blow and like you've no damaged it up to that point, but if you deal that final blow and then the boss fight like damages you when you deal that final blow and the boss fight dies, then your run is just fucked, because then you have to like beat the entire game over again just to get the chance to fight that boss fight again. And imagine if you like fuck up the no damage again in that exact format, and then boom, you have to play the entire game just to get to that fight specifically to no damages. So it's just like the routing of like no damaging the boss fights in Bloodborne would just be miserable. I just know it. And that just applies to like with like every single Dark Souls game, because they all operate on that level. There's no like save files you can rely on. They're all checkpoint based. Okay, so if you start the fight from the cutscene, he doesn't immediately attack you, but if you start it from like a checkpoint, he does immediately attack you. So we're continuing off of there. And in my full video, I don't think I'm going to include that whole cutscene, because like it isn't necessary, and it isn't exactly like a dynamic cutscene, so why include it? I'll just start the fight from when the fight starts. So yeah, I can at the very least rely on the checkpoint for this fight. I don't know, with some of the fights in God of War 3, I couldn't really rely on the checkpoint. Aw, come on. I blocked. Be for real. Like with the slow ones, I can get like one hit in there and... Okay, how are these crystals going to move? They're moving kind of weird. They're moving kind of weird. And whenever you go to that area, they just spawn instantly because this game hates you. Okay, so here we have like this somewhat weird formation of crystals. And they're charging me. Okay. And up. That attack just has massive range. Please stop doing that charging attack. It's very inconvenient. Like that is... Okay, at the very least I was able to block that time, which is nice. Okay, how are the crystals going to form? I'm confused. Oh! No. Okay. Woo! Stop doing the crystals, bro. Come on. Stop doing the crystals. Why are you spamming the crystals so much? It's miserable. However, getting that health chest is having a nice placebo effect here because I am doing better. Oh, come on! I guess like upgrading my projectile would actually help me with this boss fight specifically. So let's see, can I upgrade it? No, I can't. Okay. But if I upgraded it like earlier on, it would help. Don't I have some sort of special attack? Oh, I have that. Which probably won't help me and will get me hit and I'll take damage like I just did right now. But alright, so that's an attack which I do have, but it's a little too risky to use willy-nilly. So... So this really is like the one boss fight stream. Okay, so one thing I like to do is to not get hit in these first two phases, just to have a full health bar for, you know, the rest of the fight. Oh, so right now he's not running away, which is very nice. I like that quite a bit. Oh, but now he decided, you know what, this time I'm going to run away. Because I would like to just kind of stand in one spot and just endlessly wail on him. I think that's pretty cool, like right now. Because I don't have to use the control stick, I just punch him a whole bunch. Well, slash him a whole bunch. I'm not exactly punching him. Oh, almost took damage there. Little quick maneuver. Saved my life. Is I don't know what's the best position for dealing with these minotaurs. Like, what's like the distance to keep if I want to like... And then like the crystals just complicate everything and... Oh! There we go, there we go. Okay, how are the crystals going to come into play? Ooh! Bad crystals. Oh, I do have full health, which is very nice. Okay, I almost like dodged into like an insta-kill, but I did not, so very nice. Alright, so the projectiles don't deal too much damage, which is also very nice. Okay, how are the crystals going to come out? They're coming out a bit slower now. And here we go, we got one. Okay, good vibes so far for this run. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about the midair cheese. I don't know exactly how that operates, but if it exists, that'd be cool. Oh, no, don't you dare. Don't you dare. How are the crystals coming out? How are the crystals coming out? You know, just God of War just has some really awful sections every now and then that like force you to be very damn good at the game, and also are just long as hell. Oh, killing the Minotaurs doesn't give you that much magic, which is a bit of a shame. Right now he's mad. He's ah! And I've completely run out of magic. But to be fair, I have not been abusing the iframes at all, so it's not exactly like I need the magic to like do iframe stuff, just because I have not been doing it. But if I am doing a no damage, the iframe stuff would be nice to have. I do have a lot of Titan meter, so hopefully that'll help me kill these next Minotaurs really easily. Hell, might as well try. Might as well just start off. Oh, look at that! Splendid. And what just happened? Wait, what just happened? He had the circle icon over his head. Now he doesn't. Oh, he's just dead now. Okay, so killing them normally still gives you magic, but I'm assuming the circle icon just gives you more. This is going really well. Okay, how the fuck are the crystals gonna come out? They haven't. Okay, very nice, very nice. Here we go, here we go. When you say the labyrinth, you mean like those big ass boxes? Yeah, no. Like the combat encounters, like the last one in like the big ass box, it was miserable. I agree with you. And okay, I've run out of magic, so I can't hurt this guy anymore. Okay, that sucks. So I'm gonna have to fight these Minotaurs that come up. And now I don't have any Titan meter. Oh, and here we go. Here comes a charge attack. Now I just need to get some Ooh, crystals. More crystals. How are they going to come out? I don't know. More crystals. Okay. Hate those crystals, man. Because they stress me out. Because I'm assuming they're a one-hit kill. Look at that. Okay, charge attack. Double charge attack, okay. Oh, damn it. That was a charge attack and I didn't notice it. That time, that charge attack didn't deal that much damage, which is weird. Usually they, like... Crystal meth? Yeah, he is kind of using, like, a crystal meth specter, isn't he? Like, that beer is pretty crystal meth. So I'm gonna have to say it, like, this boss fight is, like, on some meth behavior. Without a doubt, in my mind. Like, this whole boss fight is designed with meth behavior in mind. Okay. We got this guy. Come on. Like God of War 1, when it comes to awful parts, I mean, if you watched my previous walkthrough of God of War 1, that part where you have to kill, like, 4 horses in, like, a circle, I despise that part. Okay, so now he's just summoning the crystals randomly, and I need more magic. What a slog of a fight. Okay, maybe I should have played this on New Game Plus, where, like, my magic meter wouldn't be like this. You know, maybe I just gotta ball through it. Oh, okay. How are the crystals coming out? How are the crystals coming out? Didn't even notice he was charging at me at first, and oh, we have another one charging at me. Okay. How is it gonna... Oh, crystals. You gotta hate it. And this guy's charging at me. You gotta hate it. And okay, very nice. So So yeah, no wonder this takes 10 minutes. Like, why don't these Minotaurs give you more magic? It's just like, it's like punishment for punishment's sake. And, okay, I messed up there. Okay, so the first big damage boost of this run so far, and all these fucking crystals. Crystal, but it's slow. Okay, oh. Here we go. Get him. Oh, this is the hardest difficulty. I'm playing on Titan difficulty. So you know those crystals don't fuck around on this difficulty. Alright, here we go. Will this lead to something? No, we are still continuing this fight. Should I use Titan? Eh, fuck it, we'll use Titan. I could use all the help I need. Oh, that hit me. No! So there's no checkpoints, from what I understand. So if I die at this point, that would be so sad. I understand why this fight haunts people. And crystals! Okay, let's get this guy, let's get the guy, let's get this guy! Did I take damage from that attack? I'm not 100% sure. I hope I didn't. Okay, crystals. How are the crystals gonna come out? I don't know. Here we go. You gotta love how you can like hear the enemies choking on your blades. Okay, so we have to kill more Minotaurs. It never ends. It's good. It's gonna start at the beginning, isn't it? It's gonna start at the beginning. Yep. Alright, so this fight has no checkpoints. This is not God of War 3. This is God of War 2. They don't fuck around in this one. I guess I should take my sensitive ass back to the reboot games. This boss fight, from what I understand, is Theseus. I forgot what he did in Greek mythology, but he sure is annoying in this one. Just being a little bit of a bitch, just standing up there. How are the crystals gonna come out? That guy got juggled, and I could... And that hit me! What? The fucking hit detection with the axes. It's so far. Like, why couldn't these guys also give you health with the magic? I mean, do they give you any health? Because from what I've seen, they don't. Or, like, what they give you isn't substantial enough, so it's just like... Fuck you. I saw like 2 green orbs there. Okay, so they do kind of heal you, but it's like nothing. Alright, so they do heal you, it's just that it's fucking no health. Like, is there any point to shooting magic at this guy unless I get, like, a full bar of magic again from, like, defeating 4 Minotaurs or something? Like, it just isn't satisfying to, like, spam him at this point. Alright, so I do have a lot of Titan meters, so I can spend a lot of it with these next enemies. Oh, wait, if I shove an enemy into this corner, that like, insta-kills them, because, like, that's where the crystals are. So, like, if I don't know how I do it, but if I shove the enemy into here, that's an easy kill. Like, I mean, as long as I don't, like, get shoved into there, too. But, like, if I can shove the enemy into the corner right there, that's how you win. Okay, so that is a strategy. You get so many juggles if you just shove them into the corner. Ooh, that was a close one. Yeah, no, like, the fastest time I've seen for this boss fight is like 10 minutes, which, like, that's fast. So, yeah, I believe you with the 23 minutes. This boss fight's ridiculous. So, yeah, I'm not going to shoot anything on this guy. Especially when you have one-hit kill crystals. I fucking hate those things. But whatever, I have a strategy now. Or at least a better strategy from before. I have a new strategy. And this new strategy is going to be awesome. Just shove them into the corner so that the crystals will always get them. Like, it works. Oh, come on. He just had to pull out that attack. What an asshole. Oh, so this is the first time my auto lock on doesn't work well. Alright, so I couldn't take advantage of the strategy I have in mind just from the way I set myself up there, so shame. But I do want to do my strategy because it's a really good strategy. How are the crystals going to come out? And of course, you just had to set me up so that the axe would hit me because this game hates me. Like, this is like the worst position. Great, great, great. Fuck you. This is fucking miserable. Why would you do this? Like, well, what's the point in continuing? There's like 20 more minutes of stuff to do. Like, this stream could end practically with me having accomplished nothing except muscle memory for the next stream. Oh, come on. At least that attack doesn't deal that much damage. And, oh, the fucking axe just had to hit me off screen. Because of course it had to. We gotta get him, we gotta get him, we gotta get him, we gotta get him. Come on! Oh. So yeah, no, we've reached the part of God of War 2 where it stops being fun. No, we're here. We did it. Okay, what if we don't shoot the guy and we just wait to kill more of them to get the magic back? It could be like a placebo effect, you know, like it'll feel like I'm getting better at the game even if I'm not. Ooh. Why are they not going into the corner like I want them to? That crystal totally should have hit him. It's a cruel world out there. So, you know, when it comes to, like, this game's walkthroughing, you have to upgrade the bow first. You need that bow as upgraded as possible for this fight, I'm assuming. But it's too late for me. I mean, I could maybe load up a previous save and, like, upgrade the bow right then and there, but it's like, what if I do this? If I do that, then he just hits me. And at this point, if I get hit, it's like, it's over. Might as well just die. Like, this fight is not that bad. It's just that, like, the health is ridiculous. It's like you need to get magic, but the amount of magic you get from killing the Minotaurs is so pitifully low that it, like, drags out the whole fight. It's like... Ugh. Yeah, they certainly have given us more boss fights. Because I remember that, like, one of the complaints of God of War 1 is that it didn't have enough boss fights. And the director was like, what? Why do you need so many boss fights? You know, we have the 3, we have all the exploring. And, you know, at this point, I'm inclined to agree. Because, like, fuck this fight, man. Ooh. Come on, hit him. I'm gonna go to the other side of the field real quick, if that'll help. That helped. Oh, come on. Any chance I can hit the enemy while jumping to the top? How much time have I been stuck here? Probably for the past hour. I haven't been counting it, but that is a reasonable guess. Probably more. Like, do magic attacks deal more damage while I'm in the enraged state? Because if that's the case, I might do that. But I doubt it. Like in the Titan mode, I'm just going to experiment and see how that works. Maybe. If, like, your arrow attacks deal more damage when you're in the Titan mode, maybe I'll just do that. Oh, dude, come on. Usually you do, like, 3 hitters, and then you do it once. But now you're doing, like, the 1, 2, 3s? Like, get the fuck out of here. Now you're just doing a bunch of crystals like an asshole. Okay, so now you're doing the thing which I want you to do. Okay, crystals. How are the crystals gonna come on? Come on. More crystals. Damn it, he hit me before I could grab him. Fucked up. Okay, so I want to spam projectiles, but I don't want to spam them while he's shooting at me. Okay, does being in Titan mode, like, make your projectiles deal more damage? Could someone, like, look that up for me? Because I need to know if that's a fact, because I'm just going to keep doing it for this attempt and see how that goes. tried to dodge and fuck off. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, so from what I've seen, yeah, it doesn't increase the power of sub-weapons nor the blades directly, but weakens collision damage. So, yeah, no. It doesn't make the arrows more powerful, sadly. What a shame. Yeah, no, the Cerberus before like the ending is awful. I gotta agree with you. Like the most awful parts are probably that Cerberus enemy and like the final box fight. Those parts are just like real endurance tests. Like, there's like no way to hit him when he's all the way up there except for this projectile, from what I understand. So you're just fucked, and I just missed some of my projectile attacks, screwing me for later on. Yeah, no, I said I would save some of my projectiles, but like, what's the point of it? Let's just spam it. Okay, how are the crystals gonna come out? Oh, he's just spamming the crystals. Okay, cool. I guess. You gotta hate that attack. Okay, how are the crystals gonna come out? Come on, let me get him, let me get him. Oh, come on. So many crystals. Oh, he's like only 20% as mad as I am. Cool. Okay, so you take less damage from enemies when you're in the Titan mode, so maybe I should spam the Titan mode. Just go at it. Oh, come on. But he's right there. He should take damage from the crystals that like automatically spawn in when you're like right there. Shouldn't he? Am I just supposed to be there? Is it not activated by the enemies? Okay, now I have to dodge this enemy and okay, crystals, crystals, crystals. How are they coming out? More crystals, more crystals. How are they coming out? Will these crystals stay in the closet, or will they fucking ruin my whole day? So roll the dice. Come on, that should totally like juggle him. Wait, when you're in Titan mode, you get like more from like the magic orbs? Is that it? Do you get more magic orbs if you're in like Titan mode? Is that it? Because that is a weird ass thing to rely on. Like activating the super mode specifically to get more magic. Like, oh my goodness. Okay. On my grind. Fuck. Okay, time to go across the map just to... What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? Oh man, that was rough. That was really rough. Where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? Oh, okay. So you're just reading like the difficulty of Titan, not like the rage of the Titans. Okay, I get it now. So you get only 25% of the magic you usually get on lower difficulties. Okay, so this game is just an annoying piece of shit with its difficulties. Cool, I guess. Oh, I'm at full health. That's weird. Wow, those crystals have been pretty merciful. Like, none of them have hit me. And fuck, I just took a fuck ton of damage for no reason. Hate myself. But we'll keep at it. Just need to get out of here. I can barely see the enemy. This camera is somewhat miserable. Okay, what the fuck is he gonna do? How are the crystals gonna come out? Oh, there we go. Crystals are coming out in a problematic fashion. Oh, and there we go. Very nice. Oh yeah, no, like the final Zeus fight in God of War 3, like that last phase is utter hell. There's so many fucking clones. I'm just glad he doesn't do it in this game, though. I am assuming that his fight in this game is still hard. It's just that it's not going to be as hard. Oh, come on. Man, those crystals. Where are they coming from? Where do they come from? And that still hit me. I fucking hate this game. I fucking hate this game. Like, it fucks me up because, like, it's so over. Oh. Oh! What the fuck is going on here? Do I have to do some sort of fucking QT or whatever? Oh, if I have to do one of those stick QTs, that'd be the worst. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Ah!
Let the rage of the Titans fuel your blades, Kratos.
That's how we do it. Bravo. Yeah, I'm good at video games. Now let's just get a save point so I don't have to do that again. Because, like, frankly, I'm considering just ending the stream here once I find a save point, of course, because I need a save point. Okay, so what's going on here? I know there's a red chest somewhere up here. Yeah, like right there. And oh, I can get it. I can. Oh, there's one over there too. Can't miss that one. Yeah, where's the save point? I don't see any of them. Yeah, save file gets corrupted. I killed myself. Okay, so the save file I have for like number 4, that is a save file right before this fight, so I'm gonna keep that save file. But yeah, no, the no damage for this is going to be severely painful. I just know that. But yeah, let's move on. And hey, what's over here? And nothing. Cool. Yeah, no, this fight sucks. Like, I don't know. It's like, you know, the beginning fight, you have a little 1v1, and then the rest of the fight is just fighting Minotaur enemies. The fight is booty. Like, ugh. Okay, the save point's probably in here. Okay, what do we do then? Oh, it just opens. Very nice. Okay, so we need another one, or do we just already have it? Oh, we just already have it. Cool. So I'm assuming this allows us to control, like, the horsies. Why is this guy so fucking blue? He looked like a Smurf.
The gods, I hid away the last remnants of my magic. For the good of the Titans, I, Kronos,
Oh my goodness. Ooh.
upon you. Use
Like, I don't know, like the previous gods, whenever they appear like this, they didn't give me Smurf vibes. But like this guy's like either such a Smurf slash like avatar. Like, you know, yeah, Papa Smurf really let himself go. Where's all his facial hair? He used to have such like cool beard. And now he's just naked. But anyway, we got the lightning power, which is very nice. And I'm assuming here we have infinite use of magic for now, not for later. And okay, unlike the lightning power from before, it doesn't give you full iframes, and the enemies have fucked me over. And okay, what checkpoint am I gonna get if I load it? I hope it's not a boss fight checkpoint, because if it is, thank you very much. Oh, but I have to kind of like walk all the way to the previous thing again, collect the red chest again, but it's better than starting the boss fight again. Whew. Okay, so if that like arrow thing isn't useful for any other part of the game, I don't see a reason to upgrade it. But if there's another boss fight that requires me to like shoot the arrow really fast, let me know, because I don't want to deal with that again. Ooh. But yeah, no save point though? That's really weird. Like, I should have a save point. Okay, will it let me skip the cutscene this time? I did restart a checkpoint. Usually the way these cutscenes things work is that if you've seen it already, it'll let you skip it. But if it's the first time you've seen it, they don't. Okay, they do let you skip it. Very nice. Okay, so this time I'm going to do a little something called maybe not stand in the way of the enemy, or block. Here we go, here we go. What? Wait. I could have sworn I blocked all those attacks. What's going on? Thankfully, I am not British. Thank you for asking. But yeah, I'll confirm right now, I do not have British descent in my bloodline. That is a fact. You can take that as a factual statement. Okay, I really should not have taken so much damage during that like little set piece. Now I have like 0 health, and I'm probably going to get screwed in the next section. Just give me like a save point, a health chest. Like, come on. There has to be something. Oh, there we go. Bravo. And here we have a hidden chest. Very nice. I'll get that one. But yeah, no, I think I will be ending the stream here. I'm just going to get the save point there. Thankfully, I was able to beat that fight. But yeah, here we go. I'm going to need this save file for later, so I'm going to save here. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and sticking with me through these horrible technical difficulties and just difficulties. You know, like game difficulties. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you all then for the next stream. And I hope to make these God of War streams a more regular, like, weekly occurrence, unlike last time where I haven't streamed for like 10 days straight. But yeah, I'll see you all then.